Go to the bottom, I mean, this is assuming that nothing major repair, you don't have so things, cosmetic stuff that needed to. But we put together just as a guess, so I give you $50. About 5,000, 36.
And I would also add that we're gonna have to update the fire alarm, because for the election, we thought they was having some issues with the fire alarm, so we're gonna have to upgrade. They said it was a circuit board that went out. And I haven't updated that fire alarm since everybody's been moved out of it, so. But that's something we're gonna need to do also. Correct. Correct.
What's our budget for this?
$250,000.
All right. So if we do the 55,000, then we have to come back and do this again when you need the fire alarm. Would you rather have a window? Rather me approve something that?
And that's what me and Brad were talking about this morning. If we got that right there, I would probably say let's approve it for 80,000. But if we got anything that pops up that we need to do, we'd rather be safe than sorry.
Okay. Sheriff, do you feel like you can do all this under the SPOS?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? All right, we need a motion to approve $80,000, not to exceed $80,000 for the sheriff office facility needs.
Up to, but not over $80,000 for the sheriff office facility needs.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. All right, the next thing is board appointments. Do we have any? Okay. All right. Next is the administrator's report.
Okay. All right, let me go into moving this. Revenues for February were $592,123.10, which gives a total right now of $1,338,152. Let's see if I can get that a little bit larger. And then our expenditures for February was $1,132,905.66, which right now we have a grand total of $2,099,730.68. And you can see our cash flow is right on schedule right now. So that's where I forecast out, and then that's actually where the expenditures and revenues back out. Right now, our general fund has $4,725,128.62. When saying that, I moved $2 million to a 30-day CD just 2 days ago. So we do have $2 million. It's actually in CD right now for 30 days, and then we'll see how it goes and then move forward with that. So. Then our special revenue funds has $51,331.73. Our capital project has $2,784,080.90. And our debt service has $3,395,656.23, which gives us a grand total right now of $10,956,197.48. So we're gonna move on to our projects. Right now, our animal shelters, the cabinets, the countertops were done on March 13th. Right now, they're working on the punch list, and they're actually cleaning up the shelters to be able to turn over. a final inspection with the state, which is going to be this Friday, March 21st. And we've actually been working with the Georgia DOT. They're still working on some changes with the project right there at Atlanta Street and Highway 7. And then, that's State Route 7 and Highway 341. But with the red lights and everything, we're going to try to make sure we let this all together because we got that arc cut right there. And then then we also that ordinance that we had tonight on that Chapel Mill and High Falls and Rock Springs project. And we're actually working on that, and we should be able to submit the erosion plan to the state here very soon because there were anything over an acre, we have to do an erosion plan, so that's going to be submitted to the state sometime next week. And then I didn't put this, it's not up there, but I have requested special revenue funds from the MIG, that Roger Brown Road, and they are submitting that to the state. I mean, I submitted it to my local rep over there at Thomaston, and they're actually submitting the. And Atlanta's reached back out to me about this Rock Springs project, so they actually gave out that $2 million and just seeing where we are on that right now, and I gave them an update on that, so we should be able to hopefully get the money to do that pipe also out there. And our lost collections was $143,266.90. And our SPOS 4 account was $251,354.90. And then our T-SPOS was $234,535.30. And we'll move on to our AmeriPro. We had 290 requests. We had 166 transports, 87 refusals, and then we had 37 cancellations. Response time for them was 7 minutes and 23 seconds. We had 13 automatic aid with Upson County. Now I'm going to do an addition to my report because I had some things come up, and I would like to add that for when we sent this out. On Monday, we had Public Works that went out to Turner Bridge Road, picked up over 200 tires out there. It was dumped over the weekend. So, with that being said, I want to try to. So we're going to start putting something out to the public. We do have, with the help of Mr. Lovett and Linda Lovett, we was able to get a grant of $5,000, and so hopefully by the end of April, we're going to have a day that people can surrender their tires to Public Works for free. So that's something we're planning, and we're going to be releasing the information here very soon. That's the weekend we're shooting for. So now I have April 25th to 27th. Is that correct? Okay. So we'll be out there at Public Works, and once we get all the final details, we will make comments in our next workshop and also our regular meeting. And what it is that we'll post them on our website and our Facebook page also. And then we giving a little update on Senior Center. It was closed this week due to some couple of cases of COVID. So what we've done, with that going on, we wanted to make sure we took that time and try to, for the seniors to stay at home and be safe. But also, I got our maintenance crew out there. They're swapping out the sink from the old sink to the new one. And they're going to get that dishwasher hopefully installed very, very soon. And then I wanted to give a little bit of I found out a little bit more information on that Carmine Hill Ranch Road. So, what's it? That. Oh, well, it went away. Let's see if I can get it back there. So what it is, we reached out to, I don't have it to show up there for some reason. It's acting funny, but actually reached out to Chris Ivy and just see, Mr. Whiting mentioned something about he was able to get rock cheaper than what the county could. And he sent me an email stating that they had someone up temporary at scale clerk from Florida. She was in training, and apparently she gave the wrong information. I can share this email with you once we get it. But I just wanted to, he said he apologizes. He said he hasn't been able to, he doesn't have your information to be able to contact you. But he actually gave me some sheets right here that has the cash price. And it actually has the cash price, and it has credit card prices. And that GAB, it's for our location, it's $42.65 a ton. I think you had 16. It was like 16.20 she quoted you, and then there was something else. Yeah, she said that you would have to confirm it with Chris Ivory. He said that he didn't have the information. I don't know. He's backing out on us now. But I understand. This is what I was given. So, and he sent me an email yesterday. That I was trying to find out why we was getting charged, rock so much. I know. I understand. I just wanted to bring that up. That I did check with Vulcan and see. Okay, I can do that. But other than that, that's all I really had. Just wanted to confirm that we were getting, we are getting it for like GEB. We're getting it for $23, where citizens are getting it for. If you go up there, it's $42.65. So I just wanted to make sure commissioners knew that we are getting it actually cheaper. So, and what somebody can go up there. I'm not sure what happened today when he went up there and when he met with them. So I'm kind of interested in that too. All right. If y'all have any questions.
Was there any update on the potential speed limit out by the school on 18?
I did reach out to Daniel. He's actually said they are going to start a study out there, but he was going to look at the crash data and go through the proper things they usually do. But he made it sound like they were going to do a study for everything, because I was trying to get what they do at 45 at a certain point, and then goes down to 35 in that school zone, so that they all the way down to 341. I did mention that in that letter. So Daniel said they are going to look into that, and I sent that to Brandy, and I sent it to Daniel also. Okay. And Daniel has already reached out to me, so he said they would start that study.
All right. Thank you. Any more questions, concerns? All right. We will move to public comment. I'll ask that you state your name and address. And first up, we have Mrs. Elaine Halata. Thank you. Next, we will have Mr. Donald Hartman.
507 Old Builder Road. First of all, we had part of our first responder team back here. I know we dodged a bullet here recently with the storm, but I know that our first responders were ready to go. Again, Truman, thanks for what you do, keeping our sirens up, and I believe y'all were kind of on standby, ready to respond if necessary with comms or communication. So I certainly do appreciate it, and hopefully our other citizens appreciate the efforts done by our first responders and you as well. Something I thought of while sitting, didn't know if we had any updates on the Legacy 75 project that's ongoing that might be able to pass out. And again, as always, I appreciate what y'all do for us. Again, it's time that we're going through. I support you. I know a lot of the community does. And again, thank you. That's my time for tonight.
Thank you. All right, next we will move to roundtable.
You first.
No, I don't have anything anyway. So.
Just a few things. Mr. James, I apologize. Well, to everybody, I apologize for missing on Thursday. I was out of town. Thank you guys for covering for me. I apologize about the inconvenience that does cause. I give you a couple of days. How about Friday, you and I go together? Easiest way is for you and I to meet over there, and we'll get to the bottom of it right quick. You got it. We'll go on Friday. So that, I think that's about it. Linda, thank you for doing the tires. We're going to get rid of some tires, and we'll continue working. So, apologize about being out. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
I just wanted to say the night of the storm, I actually couldn't sleep, so I went up to the firehouse and I watched Truman program some radios, and I just wanted to thank everybody, our first responders. Everybody was up there. I left at 1 o'clock, but I know that they stayed a lot later to watch and monitor the storms. And I just want to say that we are really in really good hands with all of our first responders, and thank you guys so much. I almost was holding Major Holmes' hand. I was that scared.
We had, y'all know I do volunteer firefighter. We had one of the heavy rescue unit went down Saturday afternoon while it was on a wreck scene, stopped running on us. And the chief and I were talking about what we were going to do later that night to open up the EOC and make sure we had the county covered, and asking what he had planned to do with the truck. And he said he was going to take it to Station 1. It had a pretty hefty record bill. I'm not sure. He talked maybe $2,500 to move that big piece of equipment. And I said, what do you think about trying to get it to the county barn where we just move it once? He said, well, there's nobody there. So he made a couple of calls, and James Rigdon and Terry Williamson actually got out of his easy chair and came and met us at the county barn and let us in. We secured the vehicle. What? Not us. I wasn't there, but he let the fire department in, secured the vehicle, and had the thing running the next morning. So I really appreciate Terry and James doing that for us. I'm big. Y'all know I'm public safety. It's all I've done my whole life, and that's the top of my list on everything I do. But I really appreciate them coming and doing that on the weekend for us, and allowing us to secure that vehicle and got it running back the next morning. Got it. It was a gas leak, a fuel leak. That's all it was. That's all I had.
I don't have anything, so.
All right, Ms. Davidson. Mr. Mayfield, can you give the same update that you gave at the workshop about the legal cases?
There are 3 lawsuits for the legal and federal information. Then it's going to serve their time about response is not happening. You nowadays we're the fed to reach solid one problem. Both those cases are being defended by $10 for you. Attorney Harvard Hitchcock. on the nature of their claims, very interested to have a look at those, see how the response, and then how much we can for various reasons, some technical from separate. I mean, outside of something that the case itself, their time to respond to their function has not happened. With a level for very faithful. I checked before the workshop last week. Closed. Some point. So I'll talk to that. Here with y'all. They decided on the written briefs and those things that they won't hear. And all of its briefs and here.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayfield. Do we have a need for executive session? All right, so next we'll move to adjournment. Need a motion and a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Have a good night.
Are you ready to go?